Well, hello, and I hope your weekend was a good one, a fun one. We actually had a family day on Saturday for our family, and getting together with everyone becomes a little more stressful and complicated when you have all of the wives and the grandkids and everything that's going on. So, but anyway, just taking a couple of seconds here to allow everyone to get on to the live call. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this week. We're going to have a theme for the week. And what I got to thinking about is how to really create that visibility. Hey, Mark, how are you? You know, the visibility that creates that credibility. And so really they go hand in hand. And so we're going to take it in three different parts this week. And the three things that we're going to be talking about is video. We're going to be, hey, I am speaking, the elements of speaking, and then writing. How do we communicate in the written word? And so the first question that I really have for you is, thanks, Mark, is are you real? See, when we come out into the marketplace, we have many times the same words that other people are using. The one of my clients over the weekend went to a program, a 3-day program, and what I told her was, it'd probably be a good thing to do, but be prepared to be sold. And that's exactly what happened. And so, hey, Kathy, how are you? The idea, I just lost my notes and I went out of frame, so I'm back. The idea is, are we being real with the people that we want to connect with? Are we being authentic? And so what we're going to do is today we're going to talk about video. Tomorrow or on Wednesday we're going to talk about speaking, and then on Friday we're going to address how to communicate in the written word and what are some of the best ways to really build that credibility very quickly with people that way. So using video, we're doing Facebook Live today, and most of the people that I talk to are a little bit intimidated to do video in the first place and really intimidated to do video live. But really what it does, it gives us a medium, a way to showcase who we are to an audience that can be in a very safe place, but they're really seeing who we are in real time. And so there's two types of videos that I want to briefly touch on today, and that is the live video, and then one that we do that is really what would be considered canned. The video that we do, that we record, and then we post later in different places, as like our YouTube channels, our even all of our social media, as well as the social media, Facebook, and on our websites. So the idea is, how do we showcase ourselves in such a way that people want to come back again and again? What we have been finding with this Facebook Live, and I got to be honest, Ingrid Pico, one of my clients, is the one that asked me to do the Facebook Lives. I had a resistance to do them because I much rather have a communication to where there's give and take. So with Facebook Live or even canned video, most of the time it's a monologue, so we get a little more intimidated that way. But people really love it because they can see who we are, they can see our personality. And I wanted to give you a couple of different pointers. And with the live or the canned video, and number one is to keep it within about 5 minutes. With people being so busy today, we have to be really cognizant of their time. If it becomes something that is 10, 12, 15, 20 minutes long, they may start it, but they're going to look at how long that video is, and they're probably not going to watch it all, and their good intentions of coming back to it may not, have a way, hey, Jersey, how are you? That good intention may not happen. So keep the video around that 5-minute mark. And the second thing is to be you. Sometimes we have the idea that we have to become something different when we're on camera, or if we're being interviewed, or we just went to a program. I remember once I came back from spending some time with Tony Robbins, and I had a talk right after that, and a person after my talk said, "Were you channeling Tony? It really wasn't who you are." And so just be you. And here's the key, no matter what type of camera, or if you're using your phone, your tablet, whatever it may be, is make sure you know where the camera is, because you want to be able to look into the camera so that people can see your eyes. You know, Sharon, my wife, is a psychotherapist and has always said the eyes are the windows to the soul. And people will make a judgment about you. Hey, Greg, a judgment about whether you're safe or not, whether or not they're able to look into your eyes. So really pay attention to where that camera is. And the third thing is valuable content. Bring something of substance, not just, how's the weather? It's a great day. I just want to give you encouragement. Bring some tangibles that, people can walk away with to implement, whether it be in their life, in their business, something for themselves personally. It really is that third framing. Yes, Mark, yeah, and my framework today may not be quite that third framing. I was working on getting one of the pictures out of the frame. But that third framing is actually one of those things that makes it very eye-appealing. It makes it easy to watch a show. If we center everything, our eyes have the tendency to wander to look for that balance. So the next thing is action steps. Is what is it that you want to have people do with the information that you're sharing with them? What is it that they can implement immediately to see a value for having invested the time to spend with you in that video? And so one of the things that I'm going to do is challenge each and every one of you. And so this is how you would do it. And here's the challenge. Since we're talking about video, I would like to challenge you to do either a live Facebook video or a canned video about a very simple topic, something that you find very, hey, Barbara, something that really you see as valuable, something that would benefit individuals within your community. And just do a 3 to 5 minute talk. But it's something that sometimes we have a tendency to think, wow, I got to be real complicated. No, make it very simple, because what you see as ordinary, other people see is extraordinary. And here's a sample little tip that we're doing here too. We'll break this down probably next week on actually how to frame and do a video itself on the technical side. But if you're, really wondering about, well, what if I forget what I'm doing? I want to share something with you. This is my cheat sheet. And this is just a little sticky note that I put on the end of the phone to where nobody can see it, but you want to make sure it's somewhere where it will stick. Earlier it fell off. That's the first time it's fallen off. But just to take your notes of where you want to go so people don't, get lost in your movement back and forth. Hey, Ken. So the idea here is going back and showcasing yourself so people can see who you are, what your personality is. Look into the camera. So the 5 minutes or less, be you, be authentic. Don't want to be someone else. You are enough, because people are going to be drawn to you, whether it be in your product or service. Make sure that when you bring something to your audience, that it's valuable. It's something that's usable, that's duplicatable, that people can actually take a walk-away benefit from. Always give them an action step, how to apply that information. Over the years, it's been said, knowledge is power. And it really isn't. It's only part of the equation. Application of that knowledge is where the power is. And so as we give them that action step, how to apply that information, they're going to see that you have a value to them, and they'll come back over and over again. And the last thing is to give them a challenge. So I'm just looking forward to seeing your videos. Let me know when you're posting your video on your website, on your social media. I would be happy to post it out and allow my tribe to know that you're doing it and give you exposure as well. So on Wednesday, we're going to have a lot of fun, because we're going to talk about the elements of speaking, whether it be one-to-one, doing it on video, or one-to-many on a stage, and really how to communicate and how to craft a talk that's going to grab your audience. So we'll do that on Wednesday, and on Friday we'll be doing the how to communicate in the written word. So with that, I just appreciate each and every one of you. Our tribe is growing here. I really have come to look forward to these times together. And, just let me know how I can serve you. What is it that you'd like me to touch on as far as topics? And with that, we'll see each other on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Hey, Dagmar, how are you? We're just getting a larger and larger group that is coming together. And by the way, this is an international group now. So with that, I will see everyone on Wednesday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. And have a great start to the week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.